welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a what's on my iPad Pro and how I use it for school, use it for like the best use. Basically this is my iPad. This is the 11-inch iPad Pro. But just for a little background, I got this iPad I think around Christmas or like early January or Christmas, around that time. Pretty like the iPad. I had a previous iPad before this one. It was a lot bigger iPad and I could have used it a lot more, but unfortunately what happened was that it broke. And when I say broke, it literally broke so badly. I can actually show you. Okay people, got the iPad. This is the iPad. And you can see it's in a very bad condition at this point because I haven't used it in months, like 7 to 8 months. So basically this is the iPad, which is a lot bigger than my current one. And now that I hold it, it's like so much heavier than this one, so much bigger. It's like a mini TV. If it were broken, I would just keep it over here and watch TV. And I had to use this for emergency, so I literally just put tape on it because my laptop wasn't working. Anyways, you can see it's in a really bad condition. It really broke from here at this point. How it broke is what I'm going to tell you now. Basically, if you can see its cover, it's kind of like that magnetic one, even from the back. So I put it on a windowsill because I had to do some dance filming or something, and it wasn't like covering my whole body, which I was dancing to. So I had to keep it on a windowsill, and believe me, I put pillows under it. I gave it the most protection I could. Protection. I gave it the most protection I could, but under that there was actually a stone table, and the stone table's corners were very, very sharp. So what this iPad did was that this cover's magnet, I think it just came off loose. I don't know why, and it literally just slipped. The iPad came out and it slipped, just like that, and I couldn't broke it again, so I'm never doing that again. And it just bounced off that, the corner, and it literally broke. And I was like shook because I had never done something like that. And the first time I actually put it on the windowsill, and this happened. I know it's pretty dumb to put it on the windowsill, but it was urgent. Anyways, it broke. So then we ordered this one, and this is the iPad Pro 11-inch. It looks like that. It's pretty much smaller and, lighter. I like this iPad a lot. And yeah, that's a little backstory of this iPad. So the first thing that I'm going to show you are its accessories. So you saw the iPad, it was like the space gray color, like that. It's the space gray color. This is the 2nd generation Apple Pencil, and I got this with the iPad. It says Apple Pencil, and I didn't get it engraved because engraving I think started after I bought this. So I didn't get the engraving. That's the first accessory. Next we go on with the cover of this iPad. So basically the cover is like just blue, navy blue. I wanted something that didn't have a magnet because I didn't want the same thing that happened with this iPad to happen with the iPad. It just slips off. I just wanted this silicone rubber kind of like cover like this so that it actually covers and secures the iPad. And I didn't get many choices with this. I wanted the one which has like the Apple Pencil holder inside, but I couldn't find it. Maybe it'll be available now, I'm not sure. I'll link it in the description box, this one, and if I find one with the Apple Pencil holder, then I will also link that. But when I was buying this, I didn't get many options, but I'm pretty happy with what I bought. It's navy blue. I love blue. It is good, and it's kind of light, so it's not very, heavy on that thing. And the best part is that my iPad can't fall out of the cover again. So that's that. And you can see the Apple Pencil still sticks on the outside. And I think it's fine if I don't have the Apple Pencil holder inside the case, because it's fine. I am responsible enough right now. I'm giving a way too long intro, so let's just start with the actual what's in my iPad. So I should probably start screen recording. Yeah, so this is my iPad. It looks like this. You can see I have this wallpaper. It's really cute. I think I found it on Pinterest, and I think it really matches my aesthetic. My aesthetic is more of like a blue kind of aesthetic. And I feel this looks so cute on my iPad. It looks beautiful. So that's that. You can see in the home screen I have the same one because I absolutely love this. I have three pages over here, 1, 2, and 3, and you can see I have quite a lot of apps. I don't necessarily use all of them at the time, but I actually use this iPad for every single thing that I do. I use it for school, I use it to take notes, I use it to watch TV, I use it to draw, I use it for a lot of stuff. So if you can see, I'll just start with the widgets first. Basically the first photo is of me and my brother. I think this is a really cute photo. Next I have the widget for the battery of my iPad, and I think that's very helpful too. I change this picture a lot. Like it's a folder of mine called Loves, and these are the ones like my friends and family. I keep this on. Next I have a screen time one, and my screen time is literally so bad. 7 hours is a lot.
But actually 4 hours is off my classes, and then 2 hours because I was studying with the Study With Me live stream for 2 hours, and then 49 minutes of Netflix.
Next, moving on with the apps. The first app that I have, these are like all the basic apps that comes with an iPad. There's settings, camera, calendar, photos, clock, find my podcasts, reminder, home, app store, iTunes store, mail, maps, contacts, books, tips, and then there are 2 shortcuts that I made. So going on with the first 5 to 6 apps, I do use them, except Find My. I don't use it that much. Next, home, I never use. App store, I do use. Of course, I need to add apps in my iPad. iTunes store, I don't use. Mail, as you can see clearly, I have 208 messages. I have never opened this. I don't know why. Next I have maps, contacts, books. I don't use them that much on my iPad. Tips, sometimes I do. Next I have 2 shortcuts. If you don't know what I mean, shortcuts are like shortcuts. This is a shortcut of alarm clock, because I use this alarm clock to like keep it on my desk when I'm studying. So that's one shortcut. You can make it. Next is link for meetings, because I have online school. I have kept a shortcut because I keep my links in my notes. It's just easier to have a shortcut for all your links in the morning. So that's that. Now moving on to the second page, I have quite a lot of apps over here. I'll just go over them quickly. So I have folders for some stuff, and then you can see I have some apps on the outside. These are the apps that I either use almost every day, or I want to use them more regularly, like Headspace I want to use more regularly. Kindle, I use it a lot, so that's why it's outside, so that I don't have to look for it inside a folder. I'll explain these later. First, let's go on to the folders. So for the folders, the first folder that I have is virtual meetings. This is basically FaceTime, Zoom, Google Meet, WizPad. I have no idea what that app is. I just downloaded it for some reason. Discord and WebEx Meet. So WebEx Meet is where I take my classes, not on Zoom, but my dance classes are on Zoom. So I have both of them. FaceTime, of course, if I want to FaceTime my friends. Then I have Google Meet. These are for my exams. I have 3 apps for 3 different things. Discord, of course, you guys must know what Discord is. I have quite a lot of servers over here. Then I have an entertainment folder. This is basically Prime Video, Netflix, Hotstar, Disney Hotstar Plus, Apple TV, YouTube. The most that I use is Netflix and sometimes occasionally Apple TV. But for series, Netflix is the most used app that I use. Next, we go to school. This is a folder that I made while doing online school. It has calculator, photo math, Greek vocabulary, Duolingo, Quizlet, Microsoft Lens, Khan Academy, and Gmail. So calculator and photo math are things that help with math homework. Then Greek vocabulary, it's just an app for vocabulary. You can learn words. Over here it's like flashcards. I use this when I used to go for IEO. If you don't know that, it's the International English Olympiad. That has a lot of stuff on vocabulary, and I want to learn as much as vocabulary as I can. So that is that app. Duolingo, you guys must know, it teaches you languages. And right now I just started like Spanish. I'm learning Spanish right now because I did have basics on Spanish and I used to live in USA, but now that I'm in India, I don't actually learn Spanish in my school. Of course, I love Hindi, but I want to continue with this, and I just started, and I started this a week ago. You can see they're cracked, so I have to do it today because obviously I have to do them. Okay guys, so I just realized while editing this that it didn't make much sense, so I just wanted to come in here and tell you guys what I meant. So basically in the Duolingo app, if you complete a lesson but then don't touch the app for like a few days, then it cracks up that lesson that you did, which means that you have to revise that again before moving on with the lessons. So that's what I meant, that I have to be more consistent on the app so that my lessons don't get cracked up and I can move on with learning Spanish. So yeah, I hope that made a little more sense, because I realized while editing this that didn't make much sense, but I hope it did now, and let's just get right back into this video. Next, I have Quizlet. Quizlet is an app really good for making flashcards. If you guys love making flashcards, this is a good app if you have any science terms to remember, any stuff like that. Next I have Microsoft Lens. Microsoft Lens is the app that I use to make PDFs. Like, I write my exams on a sheet of paper and then I click pictures of them. Like, suppose if I want to take a picture of my phone. So I'll just take a picture, I'll edit it to the size where I want. Normally it does this for me. Then I look so cringy in this. But then I just add more pictures like that in here. So that is something that I use to make PDFs, and then I upload them on my school website. Next I have Khan Academy. It's just like a different YouTube. It's much better in explaining. You don't have to waste time in searching for a video. So I find this really helpful, and I do this almost every day. Gmail, of course you know what Gmail is for. So that's my school folder. Next I have education. Actually, this education folder and the folder under that, which is Aryaman. Aryaman is my brother, and these two are just apps for him. And the next one I have a strategy game. Strategy, what does that mean? Strategy games. Strategy. What am I saying? Anyways, moving on. With the strategy games, I feel like I'm saying something wrong. Anyways, moving on. I wasted a whole minute on this, but I have two chess apps. I have Among Us. I play that with my friends, and then I have Clash Royale. I play Clash Royale with my dad sometimes. Next, I have an art folder. I use this with my Apple Pencil to draw stuff. I have Learn to Draw, Fraxfly, Medibang Art, Paintspace, Colorfly, Assembly, and Adobe Draw. I've never used in my life Learn to Draw, Fraxfly, and Colorfly. I just have it for some reason. The most ones that I use are Medibang and Adobe Draw. I also use this app, Autodesk Sketchbook. Next, I have a singing folder because singing is what I do in my free time too. So I just have voice memos, a bunch of singing apps, karaoke, Also, I have Apple Music and Amazon Music, so I don't really use Amazon Music that much. I use Apple Music and Spotify. Next, I have a reading folder. This is basically the first three apps: Cloud Library, Overdrive, and Goodreads are reading apps along with Kindle, but I just use Kindle the most, so it's outside. Next, in there, I have WordPress and Writer. Writer I use to write my stories, and WordPress is where I have my blog. And I'm a very creative person. You can say I love dancing, I love singing, I love drawing, sketching, I love writing. Next, I have an editing folder. iMovie I do use. I edit on laptop, but this is something that's really helpful if you don't have your laptop. Filmar, Adobe Fresco, Adobe Capture. Animation clips, I never use them. I normally just use Pages if I want to make any like graphs or something like that. Keynote I use for making presentations. Also, I do that only on my laptop, but it's good to have it in here if I want to like present it to the class, so I don't have to like download it at that time. Numbers, what the heck? It just went like this, and I don't know why. I'll have to start screen recording again. So guys, basically while editing this, I realized that when my iPad just shut down, I lost some clips for the video. So I just lost the whole screen recording. So I'm trying to fix that. I'm adding screenshots and some screen recordings as much as I can do while editing this. So I'm really sorry for that. But if you guys don't want to see this, we can directly skip onto. And from that point, I have the screen recording, so you can just skip over there. And yeah, really sorry about that, but let's get on into this video. I have Photo Booth Widgetsmith. Photo Booth is just a really fun app that me and my brother play with. It's very funny. Me and my brother get a very good laugh out of that. But I have Widgetsmith for making widgets. I made all these widgets with Widgetsmith, so that is self-explanatory. Miscellaneous is just a folder that I have. It has all of the apps that don't exactly fit in a category. I have wallpaper, night sky, plant slap. Rhythm is for my dance class. I have Picolage. Next I have shortcuts. This is some place where I make my shortcuts. Next I have files. I have a Headspace. It's a really good meditation app. I got masterclass. This is like Skillshare. I do chess on this. You can do, there are a lot of things that you can do on here. I find this very, very, very interesting, and I do go on this occasionally. Next I have Kindle. I read books on that. Self-explanatory. Measure, app to measure stuff. Now we're coming to the end of this, but the last line on this page is basically all of my shortcuts. So these shortcuts are call dad, call mom. These are just like FaceTime calls. Next I have EduSpin. This is also a shortcut. This is a shortcut for my school's app. This is all grade 9. This is just a shortcut to all my grade 9 textbook PDFs. Then these are two shortcuts for my library. Say I have a library card, so I just download books. On that, I borrow them ebooks. So basically the last folder is when I make the shortcuts, it's actual, apps. I just kept it in here because I don't really need them now that I have shortcuts and they just directly open them to me. So, oh, I almost forgot. I forgot to tell you about the bottom row right here like that. So basically, I have messages. I text my friends. Normally I text my friends on my phone, but I just have this. So the next app is Notes. I use this Notes for like putting my links listen, kind of like take notes on here, and then I copy them into my laptop. Next, I have Spotify. My Spotify is it's Janya. This is Autodesk Sketchbook. My brother was drawing on this for some reason, but this is a really good one for drawing with your pencil or any stylus or anything that you have. Then the next 3 apps are just the most recently apps that I've opened, which are these 3. So that is that. And I think we're done over here. Looking on what's my iPad, and the purpose for this video is just not like you guys looking at what's on my iPad. It is some like app recommendations that you can get, how you can organize your iPad to make it look like aesthetic. This is kind of my aesthetic, like blue, and you know, I just feel really happy around blue, which is why I'm wearing a blue like overcoat. But I hope you guys got a little good inspiration on how you can use your iPad. I promise there'll be a how to put widgets in your iPad later on this channel. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, just give me a big like and subscribe to my channel, because that will make me really happy and motivated to make more videos just like these, and you guys will get notified when I post them so that you don't miss out on them. So yeah, that's it for this video, and thank you so much for watching. I'm saying this 1,000 times, but I'm super grateful that I'm getting to make videos like these and to help you guys. And yeah, so I'll see you next time. Bye!